welcome to the Train Shop Weekly. This is Volume 5, Episode 5. I'm Bill Henning, it's Walt Herbine, John Henning, Bill Weinholz. Right?
I think so. I think you got it right.
Thanks for joining us. If you enjoy the show, hit like, tell a friend, subscribe, and if you don't like this show, hit like. Anyway, right?
Yeah, and
If you're in the
Philadelphia area and Lansdale, come stop in and visit us. We'd love to have you.
Yeah. We like when people visit our little hole in the wall. What's up?
It's growing.
Yeah.
The hole in the wall is getting much bigger.
It's getting bigger. Yeah, we're got our renovations going upstairs. Before long, we're doing some remodeling here in the store. So a lot of changes.
And downstairs.
And downstairs, basement.
Yeah.
Basement it's empty down there right now.
There's
a lot of things are going to kind of happen over this course of this year.
Yep.
Around here.
So behind the scenes, we're having fun. Let's see. What else?
I'm working like a dog.
You're going back to your regular job.
Yeah, I'm at SEPTA right now. Started last night, but I'm still filling in as much as I can here. Repairs, behind the counter, whatever.
We'll keep dragging his ass back here.
Yeah, well, that's what Harry wanted. What would Harry ask me? He asked me to come. So.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? Walt and we went down to...
Darlington, South Carolina. We went on a little weekend road trip.
Vroom.
Yeah, road trip. We went to the NASCAR race. We visited our friend Chris Duncan Saturday night when we were down there.
Yep, had a nice dinner with him.
Dinner.
Met his cutest little daughter.
Yeah,
she was a little ham.
She was hamming it up for company.
Yes, she was.
But we were having so much fun, enjoying visiting Chris and his family and stuff. We really didn't take any pictures. We were driving away. He's like, man, we didn't take any pictures. Not even a selfie with Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, but we did. Florence did have like a little freight yard, so we did a little bit of real fanning.
Yeah, this is the old Florence train station.
Florence, South Carolina?
South Carolina, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is what it originally looked like. But
cool.
Pretty much looks the same, but now it's part of the
it doesn't really have the
hospital.
The big overhang, the framing's there, and they don't have, well, they kind of did have the
regular overhang, but that big thing that went over the tracks is just
steel structure.
But it's not a train station anymore. It's part of the
hospital. Yes.
Oh wow.
The health
they built a giant hospital around there.
That's cool.
So next to it is in the smaller building. That's the Amtrak station.
Okay. Oh.
It's got a little Amtrak station. The Amtrak does go through there. So.
Yeah, there was a poor guy. He was all upset. The train broke down or something. He was trying to get back to Washington.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy. We were looking in the yard, and we did see a heritage unit. It was the Chicago and Eastern Illinois, number 1877. That's the best we could see of it. It was pretty much behind another engine.
Yeah.
It looked like we were going to see a freighter pull out. There was a couple guys getting an engine ready, but
yeah, there wasn't much going on. Other than that, we went to the NASCAR race on Sunday morning.
Nice.
It was the Darlington, the one where they have the old paint schemes.
Mm-hmm. Retro or something like that.
So a lot of old cars on display. It was pretty cool. Fireball Roberts.
Darrell Waltrip's.
Yeah, Darrell Waltrip's. But they had a lot of old cars. It was really cool. There's a blue Dodge like Harry's truck.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. It has Petty's number, Hot Wheels. It's the blue. It's a Dodge. That truck said Harry all over it.
Yeah.
He'd paint the wheels red on his truck.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we got to do. So,
if he was here, he'd be doing it.
So when I saw that truck, I just couldn't think of it. But think of Harry. That was one of the coolest paint jobs I had. They had the Wood Brothers. It's kind of reminiscent of their old IndyCar.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool. A lot of cool paint jobs. Got to see the actual.
I know, but something you look at the old cars that were real, true stock cars, like was it Junior Johnson's car was there? Just a little 8-point roll bar in there and all motor, big, no back seat, but they were wide and thick, big old thick seats.
But the front seat was a stock seat, other than where they have extra padding or not. I don't know.
Oh.
But it was good.
Yeah, they had looked like rope and electrical tape around the steering wheel to get us to grab, a little bit more grip, but
It was pretty cool. This is a chair. It's a chair. Check this out. It's got big exhaust pipes, tires. It's just, I was like, man, Harry would love that chair.
You really drive that, or is it just
nah, it was
I think
static.
it's just static display. I don't know if it actually.
It didn't look like it had a motor.
It just kind of rolled it into place, and I don't know who was the sponsor, what it was for, but it was cool.
It is.
It's like there's a seat for Harry, and that's the two yahoos sitting there having a good old time.
At least it hid my spill of my French fries.
We had decent seats. We were just outside of the fourth turn.
Nice. Yeah, but you wonder why they call it Darlington stripe, because in the corner it was all, you see a nice white painted Darlington. By the end of the race, it was black.
Wow.
It was kind of, you actually sat there and watched the cars ride the corner.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of neat.
It was pretty cool. There's my man Larson.
There you go.
A really cool paint scheme with the Tony Targa. Unfortunately, he made like 4 or 5 laps and kind of wrecked himself. So he kind of did practice pit stops for us much of the race, but that's another story. So on the way home, we're going up 95, and I happened to notice on the map thing that there was this train mural in Ashland, Virginia.
Okay.
That's cool. I like train murals, obviously.
Sure.
So we stopped in there to check this train mural out, and he has a big engine here. It was kind of cool. But then the whole thing it was pretty long. It went this whole long building.
Wow.
All little freight cars and stuff. Conrail. And
Rail box. Truck.
Yeah.
Oh, truck.
Way down. Eventually it gets to a caboose. Yeah, so I was like, that's pretty cool. Of course, then Walt saw the Conrail. He tried to cover it up with his Reading sweatshirt.
Sean will love that.
Yeah, he was trying to cover it up. That was kind of cool, because then we were in the parking lot there, looking at this mural, and I saw this guy get out of his truck. He had an Amtrak jacket on.
Right.
I was like, I was kind of curious. He's kind of walking in. He kind of walked around the corner of the building, so I kind of followed him. See, where'd he go? And he went inside, and here there was a train. Yeah, we went around the corner. And at the front of the building was railroad tracks going down the center of the road. All these, it was cool, all these seats there. You could watch the trains go by.
Drink some beers.
Drink some beers or whatever. In a little shop, Tiny Jim's Trains and Toys in Ashland, Virginia. So, great, let's check it out. Of course, they were closed. But they only closed they opened in like 20 minutes. So we kind of hung out there for a little bit. A CSX, a high rail truck kind of rolled on by. And then a few minutes later, saw a train coming, and here was the auto train.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So we got to see the auto train go by. How many cars did you get?
I think 30 total.
Wow. Well, there's three engines on there.
Yeah.
They had 13 passenger cars.
And how many auto carriers?
I went
20.
down to Lorton one year to pick
Or
up
vice
my
versa.
grandfather.
But you see, it's right in front of the train shop. So that's kind of cool, having a train go right across in front of your store throughout the whole day.
Yeah, and he said about 50 trains a day go up there. Because it was basically the main line from
Florida to
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's all the auto carriers.
Cool.
So yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, it'll go on and on and on. There's a lot of freaking. So we're in the store. We met Russell. He's I don't think he's the owner, but he's one of the store managers or something. Really nice guy. He's actually involved with the TCA. He'll be at York.
Okay.
He sets up in the Orange Hall right by us.
Oh, wow.
Only a couple booths by us. So we'll looking forward to saying hi to him next week. But yeah, he has a great little shop.
Yeah, I was like, cool. You don't see too many of them.
Yeah, it's kind of old. Like tin ceiling, which is pretty cool. Wood floors.
Yeah, and he was telling us about the mural. The guy who owned the building always wanted to paint a train mural on. He was into trains, and he wanted to always paint a mural down. It's on the side of the wall, side of the building, and he evidently passed away. And his wife commissioned some guy to paint it.
To paint the train.
Train, and that's supposedly a picture of him.
Yeah,
as
he's the engineer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Took him 6 months to paint it.
Wow.
Yeah. It was pretty. Yeah, it was the length of the whole building. So.
Wow.
So it was a cool spot.
Yeah,
We were just
really
going up
cool.
95 as I saw this wall mural. So, let's check out this wall mural, which then led to the train shop, which then seeing the Amtrak and the auto train. It was great. It was like trifecta score.
Right, yeah.
It was a lot. It was good. It broke up the day a little bit, gave us a break on the way home. So it was good.
Yeah, it was neat. It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Speaking of Chris, before we left, he kind of loaded it up with a few beers to bring home. What do I got? Salty Golfer, Pineapple Blonde. So this ought to be interesting. Yeah,
I'm gonna try Charlton's
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Salted Lime Lager.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Grand Strand Brewery Company, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So we'll try a Salty Golfer, and you got it.
Are they like his local in his town brewery or
They're
something?
kind of in that
Yeah,
area, kind of local places, you know. He's like having us, making sure we came back with some of their local brewers. and
Nice.
stuff, you know.
Yeah. I know about how much you like beer. You're,
That's a little better.
I'm not into. I'm a Miller Lite guy, but
I like to try different things. That's why I like the beer fest. You know, I like the variety.
Right.
Variety of stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can taste the pineapple in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I like
Yeah.
it. I think it's going to be a little more bitter, but it's not. It's actually pretty good. Salty Golfer. Good stuff.
Awesome.
All right, let's see before. One magazine or publication giving classic trains. Southern Pacific Remembered. So if you're a Southern Pacific fan,
yeah, I kind
actually
of
really
reading a little bit of it. It was kind of neat and interesting.
yeah, these are neat because they do these. I guess several times a year, different particular railroads or something like that. So this one's on the Southern Pacific. So
I think I was reading about. I had a little article about a couple of women who were in the railroad and how they got started and stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe because the last time when we were at Allentown and Lady Joyce, that was an engineer,
yeah,
Yep.
kind of made me like read up on it and think.
yeah. It's a pretty good issue. Looks interesting. I'll have to look at it. Give that to Ron. He likes his SP.
Yeah, he does.
Mostly UP, but he likes his SP. What else can we talk about?
I don't know. We got all kinds of engines.
Oh, we got
sitting
some. There you go. What's this, Walt? What's this? Ooh.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah, that pretty thing.
That
here.
is.
Beeline.
That's right. They got beautiful green and yellow. Just such a perfect match.
The Lionel Reading lines, Norfolk Southern Heritage Unit. Actually, it comes in it coming also.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of diesels, but you wanted this, you could just
Yeah,
put the 9
it's a super base too, isn't it?
No, it's just a
just
dummy.
a dummy.
Just
No
a dummy.
lights, no sound. It's just a shelf queen.
Really?
It's a shelf queen. Yeah.
At half the price.
No electronics at all in it. This one does. This one got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, I have one in MTH. And then there's the.
Is this a Conrail one?
No.
Oh no. It's the C looks like a G, you know.
I just saw all this blue.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh.
That red end.
That's that's why I picked that.
It's got red ends, so they're more safe than Conrail.
That's why I picked it just to throw everybody off thinking it the old C rail, but
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody's seen the old. I mean, we got the Heritages,
Yeah.
other Heritages, but you don't see too much of the Grand trunk.
But like these, they all came in at the same time, and the Virginian's really sharp, and what is that? The Southern one? The Susquehanna one.
Yeah, Susquehanna.
Susquehanna's really sharp too.
Susie Q.
Yeah.
Should we give this a quick test run?
Oh,
We
of course.
haven't ran one of these new ones yet.
No, we haven't.
Of course, we ought to give this nice, beautiful green and yellow Queen Bee.
Got silver grills at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's got blue ones in the top. That's kind of cool looking.
Almost like race cars.
Yeah, it's got the blue grill with the silver fan, so it really helps them stand out. Is that black fans in it? No, it's silver fans too, but really makes them stand out. Very nice, very nice. Let's give the Reading a quick run, huh?
Yeah. You take a drink first.
This is the dispatcher. Please start up and stand by. Over. Okay, dispatcher. I'm ready to move. Out.
pretty nice.
That's a beautiful paint
That's
scheme.
awesome. Love the ditch
The
lights
queen,
on it.
the queen bee.
Queen bee.
I know, Bill has something over my head, me drooling.
It is a pretty, it's got a great sound to it, I must say.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
Sean's just so jealous.
Yep.
Oh, what common say, what do you call?
So the other thing that new came in recently is, this is from Atlas.
Yeah.
The P42 diesel. This is a Metro North Railroad. It's part of their 40th anniversary. They did some heritage.
Yeah, they did quite a
schemes.
few of them.
That's sharp.
It is. It looks really cool. The lightning strike, New York Central.
That paint scheme always reminded me of like a tuxedo. You know, going out on the town in New York City.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, this is Atlas's Premier. So was this originally an MTH engine, I guess?
Yeah. I don't think it was. I don't think MT.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
recall MTH making them. They.
Yeah,
I
they had MP.
I know.
P42s.
If it is Premier, then it was an MTH engine. But I know all the Atlas, most of the Atlas stuff going to come out now. It's all going to have.
I'm curious because I think I have an MTH P42 over here. I don't know if it's the same. This must be a Rail King.
Oh.
that can be a difference between a Rail King versus a Premier.
A little bit.
It's a little shorter. Yeah, that must be a Rail King then.
The classic toy versus scale
Yeah,
kind of
there it is.
routine.
The scale engine versus traditional. Like Lionel calls it scale versus
Traditional.
traditional, or MTH is a Premier versus Rail King
King.
typically. But yeah, so never mind.
We'll just put that
We'll
up
put
there.
that way. So yeah, it's a nice piece.
One of many new things.
Yeah, we were talking about books.
Yep.
I wanted to mention this one. This is the Combax train things he puts out their tourist trains guidebook. You know, I remember when we were kids, my dad would have one of these tucked in next to the seat when we were on vacation. You know, that's kind of what determined where our next stop was going to be on our.
Yeah, because you guys used to close the store up in the month of August, I think.
Yeah, it always closed 3 weeks in August.
Wow.
And we go on, one year we'd go south, one year we'd go west, one year we'd go north. And this was kind of like the guidebook where we went.
And that works.
So yeah, I was just thinking it was a beautiful day today. So you start thinking about what am I going to do on a vacation or something.
Was
so
it a beautiful day? Did you really go outside at all?
Yeah,
It was
back and
this
forth to the
morning.
trailer today. But so now's the time to maybe
Yeah.
get one of these and decide
Yeah.
where you're going to go this summer.
Sure.
I might have to look this up because I think I might be doing another road trip.
There you go. That just tell you where to stop on your road trip. You can do another cross-country trip or something.
Yeah, I might do something. I don't know. I said this time it's like we're gonna have to do some training.
You better make sure your project here are done first.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting the money to go. Well, hey, the project upstairs. It's moving right along.
It is.
It could be, what do you call? Now, you got to constantly move stuff to get out of your way to work. It kind of slows
Right,
things down.
and constantly be called down to the counter to answer questions and, do
Yeah, at least
things.
an hour. You spend at least an hour down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
What else, quick? We're running out of time.
Uh-oh. Well, we got the comic cars
Oh, yeah.
from my favorite employer.
Look at that.
Rapido, but they're the SEPTA comic cars, the Bombardier cars.
Yeah, from Rapido Trains, HO scale SEPTA cars.
Yep. They came out really good.
The 3-pack has a cab car, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has a cab car. They did a great job on that. Of course, they did the right numbers. You got your 2400s or your cab cars, and then the 2500s, which match up like with the yard sheet last night down at the yard. They're all prototypical. They're the real numbers. So.
They're nicely detailed.
Yeah, they got the lighting perfect. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously we see them at night when we're inspecting them, and like just the hue and everything is like perfect.
Spot on.
Yeah, it's spot on. It's not like just a glowing blue or light or LED kind of thing. They actually got them on right with the tint in the window. Interiors are nice.
Well, did somebody come in and pick up a set today?
Yeah.
2 sets, yeah, a full set.
Two full
But
sets.
2 full sets, yeah. So
Oh, yeah, that's Serial Junior's friend.
yeah.
There's
Well-
there's not a whole lot of SEPTA stuff out there, so when they do come out with something,
Yeah, well,
they
it's,
typically don't last very long.
no, these were really good.
I know. I wish somebody'd come out with the old Blue Line or the first MUs.
We ran
So,
the one set. He was nice enough to break them out because they're not the cheapest things. So we ran a set today with your Reading F, and that
that's
worked
actually
out.
Bill's Reading now.
Oh, is it Bill's Reading? So yeah, the LEDs are really cool. They don't have like directional lighting or anything. It's just the cab. It's when it comes on, it comes on. It has the little magic wand where you can turn the lights off with the little magnet.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool feature.
They run beautiful. The cars just glide like silk. The only drawback I have to them, as much all the detail they put in, I'm surprised because they put in the headlights and the ditch lights, but on the cab car, but they forgot about the marker lights, the red marker lights. Which, when you're in the yard at night, that's what you see when they're sitting there.
Or was it just an expense thing? Would have been.
Well, it could have been. Maybe it's something somebody
You got
could
to
do.
draw the line eventually somewhere.
Right.
When you're creating this stuff.
Yeah. But that was, I think they're gorgeous myself.
Nice.
So, there we go.
What do we got in the Atlas boxes?
Yeah,
there?
what's all the Atlas boxes?
Ah,
Oh, let me guess.
These are cool.
Why are they so cool, Bill?
40-foot plug door beer cars.
Beer cars. There's a
You
theme
got
to
the Lucky
tonight.
Lager. You got Pearl Lager beer. Strohs. This one's kind of cool looking.
There you go.
Come on, tell me that doesn't cool.
That's a sharp one.
We got Falstaff beer.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're missing one. Yeah, I must have left one on the shelf. I think it was an old
What's that
Milwaukee or something. Pabst Blue Ribbon,
Okay.
little PBR.
Yeah.
But these are nice. They're Train Man, so they're not as detailed as their Premier line.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a little more cost efficient than thing. Like they'll have molded on handrails versus separately applied. But they're really sharp looking. I mean the doors don't open, but most people don't open their boxcar doors. But yeah, Atlas recently did beer cars in HO, and they also did some N scale ones too. So
Yeah. They're pretty cool.
they are cool. If you just happen to have a brewery on your railroad, you gotta.
Yeah, they're like one of the right now. They're the only company that does 3 scales.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 3 scales. Yeah. So they're pretty neat. I thought they were cool. Good stuff. Good stuff.
They also,
Oh yeah, we got some Atlas engines in.
the other Atlas engines.
Oh, they're sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just came in the Atlas RS11. We pulled out the Lehigh Valley since that's local. And what's this? RS36. That kind of came in.
Yeah.
And the last one, this is a Bowser. I thought, what do you call it? You don't see too many.
Oh, this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
And,
a unique one, the Hammerhead.
the Hammerhead. Very well detailed with the Penske antenna and all. So,
And Pennsylvania's represented there.
Yeah.
yes, these are made in, or the manufacturer is out of Pennsylvania.
So,
They've been around for a while,
Close
Bowser.
to
Bowser, yeah.
Yeah.
They, back in the day, they used to make it. I think it's it's the son that's running it now, but used to make die-cast steam engines. They were they were a big steam engine maker.
Oh yeah, the kits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got zoned
I have
out
a
there
number
on that.
of them.
Yeah, my first kit was an H9 from them. Love that kit. I still have it. All complete.
The engine's made in China.
Yeah.
But the manufacturer, yeah.
The company's here. Well,
But the company is here.
Yeah, Jersey.
Most all
In Pennsylvania.
any real train I think that is made in America is Micro trains, the end gauge.
AccuRail.
Impressive. The
Actually,
detail, the detail on
I
that.
saw that recently.
impressive.
On
Somebody's
tips and
putting
tricks.
up a list
On
of
tips and-
of all the American manufacturers. So,
But micro, is it micro scale? I forget it. That does end gauge. In
Okay.
Oregon, they're made at in Oregon.
oh wow.
There
Okay.
was actually I saw a thing on. There's a thing on YouTube about them.
Okay.
You know, it was kind of neat. Yeah, them board nights just flipping through things. Ooh, what's
How
this?
about you, Bill? What do you got?
What do you got, Bill?
Yeah.
Well,
Anything new?
last time you guys had some unusually made rail cars, and I happened to go through a box at home and found that.
Oh my goodness! Great yellow gondola car.
Yeah, but look underneath.
It's got two different types of trucks.
The creations of.
Hey, it's what you had laying around.
Exactly.
Are we trying to make a hot rod, kind of higher in the back?
Yeah, yeah.
I had
Got a little
nothing to
rig
do with it.
Do you have any idea who made it?
Nope. And I honestly forget who gave me the box of trains.
Yeah, I mean, this could have been done like during the Depression era, you know, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
use whatever leftovers are lying around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody was creative.
Did you paint it bright yellow?
Oh, I didn't touch it.
That's what it kind of looks like. You know, maybe they're trying to make a hot rod or something. You know, got the little wheels. You know, got that little rake there.
Drag car gondola.
There you go.
Kids.
That's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
Anything else on
Uh,
the workbench?
seeing as how I'm doing a lot of painting,
Yes.
um,
Taking
one
over the
thing
paintwork
that-
with Barry.
a lot of people have, and life gets in the way. You open this up, you take the tab off, and you put the lid back on, and your paint dries out.
Uh-huh.
So what I found, one or two pieces of wax paper underneath the lid, screw the lid down, keeps your paint for a very long time.
Awesome. It's a good tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
It's a
good.
really
Thing.
good
My
tip.
dad used to do. He always. Let me see. My dad or whatever. He was used to always, so when they had it, he would take Saran wrap
Yep.
and tuck it into it. So you tuck it in down to the
Right.
paint
So
level.
like it doesn't make a skin or
Yeah, so
anything?
it doesn't have that air pocket.
Right.
It gets rid of that air
Okay.
pocket, and then you would put the lid on
Oh,
with.
wow.
But the Saran wrap, you push it into it to fill up that gap.
Yeah.
So you won't have that air gap.
It's just kind of a tip, for
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
wants to
And it
do
would
their
definitely
own
make
stuff.
the paint, the can of paint last. a
Yeah,
lot
the
longer.
oil. Yeah, because of the oil, it being an oil base.
So since you're doing the paint, how are you spraying? What do you use real quick? Like, do you thin that down or?
I use naphtha,
Okay.
and actually what I do is these little,
Pipettes.
The pipettes, yeah.
I get them and I take out what I need out of the naphtha can and put it in a jar, because you don't need a whole can of naphtha in that little can of paint. So yeah, and
So
it
are
works
you using
perfectly.
a spray brush, an airbrush, or a sprayer?
Airbrush.
An airbrush.
Yes.
So you're mixing like a 1 ounce bottle at a time,
Yes.
or
I have 2 ounce bottles.
2 ounce
so,
bottle.
yes.
how many of those do you use?
I will use 3 of these.
Okay, for a 2 ounce bottle.
No, I mix up like a batch and
Okay.
then pour it into the 1 ounce bottle.
Right. I was just
But yeah,
okay.
in a mason jar.
So you're really mixing it up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of do need to get a little bit more rounded on the paint, especially when people call and they're looking for colors. And,
Right. Well, that's the biggest thing. A lot of people, we have the spray.
But I'm
It's-
just saying we have so many colors. Like I don't know what
No
colors
no,
go where.
I don't think any of us
There are like
know all
74 colors now.
the. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if Dad's not here as much as he used to be, so when people call and ask for what color is this, what color is that, we're like, So
I
we
know
kinda gotta-
90% of them.
Yeah, well, you're not here
You're
90% of the time.
90% of the time. Yeah.
we need a cheat sheet.
And
Right.
when I'm here for an hour because everybody wants to ask questions.
Well, yeah, we have to
I
catch.
don't mind,
I know
really.
that feeling
Get used
so
to
well.
it,
Yeah, get used to it.
You know,
Get used
If I stop in here during like it depends, I gotta stop in here for something. I
You get swarmed. You get attacked.
Yep, I get.
but if it helps people out,
Yeah,
that's the most important
that's
part.
what it's about.
Yeah.
So.
All right, what else do we have? This was my mug I got at Tiny Tim's Train Shop.
Oh,
Got
very
an
cool.
Amtrak mug.
I forgot to wear my hat. I got an RF&P hat.
Oh, nice.
How fancy.
Because that's what was the main line there.
Okay.
Right.
That shortest railroad on Rail Baron.
Yeah. It's an awesome game.
Yeah.
Is that about it for now?
I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, York coming up.
York.
Yeah, we're at York next week. Next week we're at York, so we're getting into full York mode, packing the trailer and sorting the mess out. We're looking forward to being in York. We'll be there with RMT. We'll have RMT stuff
got a
there.
new banner.
We got we'll have some of Harry's, a bunch of Harry's stuff with us
Yeah.
for sale. Stuff that's going. We might do a live broadcast at York.
Oh, nice.
That would be neat.
Yeah,
The
that'd
Train
be
Shop
fun.
weekly
Yeah.
live broadcast. I'm not sure what day. I don't know if we can do that Friday or Saturday. It might be better Saturday.
Yeah.
Just because it's not so crowded. Friday gets pretty crowded. But maybe Friday. so planned ahead of time.
What, you're going out Wednesday night,
Yeah.
setting up Thursday kind of thing?
No, we go out Wednesday morning
Right.
and set up, and finish setting up Thursday morning before the show opens.
Right.
They were saying Thursday,
Yeah,
Friday.
because
Saturday.
it's such a pain.
Yeah.
Can't bring any boxes out. This or that. It's just,
Yeah, they do have a lot of rules.
So who's all going to go?
Walt and I and Billy,
And Billy.
my son
Yeah.
Billy. Yeah.
And I think Tony's going to be out there Friday,
He'll
maybe.
be out there Friday. John will be out there.
Yeah.
He's usually out there with the booth.
I'll stay here with the girls and
You'll hold
man
down
the
the
show.
fort. Yep, you'll hold down the fort a little
I'll
bit.
keep you company.
Yeah, and the rest of us will be here.
yeah,
Will
come
your
over.
friend be out there?
What?
At York?
Who, Mr. Serial?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be there.
He'll be taping all over the place.
Yeah.
Video.
Don't worry, we always...
I enjoy his videos. I do.
Yeah.
I watch him.
Yeah, he does very good video. And he's getting really popular. A lot of people are asking
is,
him
yes,
to do
right.
Yeah.
He's got to make it up to Amherst yet. He's never made up to Amherst.
Oh, he hasn't been?
No.
He's probably been there last year.
Yeah.
I'm sure he will be.
Okay. Awesome.
That's what we got.
Uh-oh. It's that time already.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
comment,
Yep.
please.
Comment.
Comment, stop
Share your
in.
thoughts.
How about, yeah.
I didn't come up with a good question. That's all right. Other than that, I think it's time to go.
Alrighty.
Good night.
Good night.
Here, I forgot my Amtrak.
That's my buddy Matt.